This man reincarnated as a dragon and evolved into a calamity dragon. At max level, just a gentle flap of its wings could spread a plague capable of destroying an entire nation. Though it sounds impressive, he has now become the enemy of all humanity. And the reason he chose this evolution path was entirely because the system told him that a calamity dragon could take human form. But he hasn't found any related skill yet. Of course, it could also be that he hasn't reached the required level, since every evolution resets him back to level 1. So for now, he can only focus on leveling up as quickly as possible. But just then, he encountered a spider with exceptionally high stats, a full 17 levels above him. Soon, he was tightly wrapped in spider silk. In this critical moment, the protagonist quickly used flame breath. The good news is that his attack inflicted a burn status on the spider, temporarily immobilizing it. The bad news is that his attack power wasn't enough. The spider's HP barely dropped at all. Seizing this opening, the protagonist swiftly used a paralysis attack, adding another abnormal status to the spider. Yet no matter how much he attacked, the spider's HP remained above half, and it even entered an enraged state. Realizing the danger, the protagonist chose to flee. After all, the gap in their strength was too great. Meanwhile, the spider regained mobility. Although he had grown wings after evolving, the protagonist still couldn't fly, likely because his level wasn't high enough yet. The good news, however, was that the spider's speed was similar to his, so being caught immediately wasn't a concern, but soon, he reached a cliff. Normally, he should have changed direction, but the protagonist realized this was a perfect chance to shake off pursuit, so he sprinted at full speed toward the other side of the cliff. With the help of the wind, he managed to glide down and land safely. Just as he thought he'd escaped, the spider used its silk to swing after him. Left with no choice, the protagonist continued fleeing. This time, however, something different happened. Along the way, he unintentionally defeated a gray wolf. The experience gain leveled him up to 3, giving him an idea. From then on, he began deliberately hunting passing monsters. Soon, he reached level 8, his stats now nearly matching the spider's, so he stopped, ready for a final showdown. The spider, finally seizing this opportunity, immediately sprayed poison mist, but poison-based attacks had no effect on the protagonist. Unaware of this, the spider waited quietly for the poison to take effect before attacking again, which gave the protagonist a bold idea. He pretended to be poisoned and collapsed to the ground. As the spider slowly approached, the protagonist suddenly used flame breath. The close-range attack was highly effective. Following up with a tail whip, he completely defeated the spider. This battle shot the protagonist straight to level 14, but to his disappointment, aside from the stat increases, he still couldn't transform into human form. As night fell, he found a random cave to rest in. The next day, while washing his face by the river, he unexpectedly encountered a strange monster. Even using his appraisal skill, he couldn't see its stats clearly. The protagonist instantly sensed that something was terribly wrong.